Angel Reese, the unstoppable force of confidence, determination, and grace, just rewrote the rules of what it means to be an athlete in 2025, proving that her dominance doesn't end when she steps off the basketball court, but instead extends straight onto one of the most iconic stages in fashion history, as the 23-year-old Chicago Sky forward made history by becoming the first professional athlete ever to walk in the Victoria's Secret fashion show, an achievement that symbolizes not only her own evolution, but a larger cultural moment where sports, beauty, and empowerment collide under one dazzling spotlight, capturing the world's attention and forcing everyone to recognize that strength and femininity are not opposites, they are allies, coexisting in the same stride, the same heartbeat, the same unshakable ambition that defines women like Reese, who are determined to live without limits, to exist without apology, and to redefine success on their own terms. When Reese stepped onto that runway in New York, the energy shifted instantly. She wasn't just another model, she was a statement in motion, wearing a pink floral lingerie set detailed with delicate blossoms and lace, paired with a feathered stole that draped her tall, powerful frame like a crown of confidence. And behind her, the iconic angel wings that have long defined the Victoria's Secret legacy, wings that, for the first time, belonged to an athlete, a competitor, a champion who has built her name through grit, sweat, and vision, now symbolizing something far bigger than the game. The moment wasn't about spectacle, it was about symbolism. The 6'3" forward, who has spent years being called too confident or too outspoken, now stood center stage as a vision of elegance, poise, and empowerment. Her walk blended the rhythm of sports discipline with the fluidity of art, moving to Lumidee's Never Leave You, a track pulsing with attitude and nostalgia, echoing the beat of a generation that refuses to be boxed in. Reese didn't just show up, she showed the world how to show up. She prepared for it with the same intensity she brings to the court, hiring a modeling coach to refine her walk, practicing relentlessly until every step carried precision and authority. "I walk, sleep, hoop," she said, a line that instantly became a reflection of her dual identity as both athlete and icon, before adding, "and I hoop, sleep, walk," perfectly summarizing her unstoppable drive, her ability to merge two worlds that once seemed completely separate and make them feel like one seamless narrative of self-belief and ambition. Her presence on that runway wasn't just a win for her, it was a message to young athletes everywhere, especially young women of color, that you don't have to choose between power and beauty, between strength and softness, between who you are and who the world expects you to be. Reese has long been known for her unapologetic self-expression, whether it's in her confident on-court demeanor or her off-court fashion choices, and this moment felt like the natural evolution of that journey. She wasn't trying to fit into the mold of a supermodel, she was reshaping the mold itself, reminding everyone that being a professional athlete isn't just about competition, it's about discipline, elegance, confidence, and the courage to enter spaces that weren't designed for you and make them your own. And the timing couldn't be more symbolic. Victoria's Secret, once criticized for its lack of inclusivity, is now actively reshaping its brand identity, spotlighting individuality, strength, and authenticity. And there was no better representative for that shift than Angel Reese, a woman who has faced scrutiny and pressure and turned every bit of it into fuel. When she said, "It was destined for me," she wasn't being arrogant, she was being honest. Because destiny often favors those who work hard enough to meet it halfway, those who understand that excellence requires not just talent, but vision. The crowd's reaction spoke volumes. Fans, athletes, and celebrities flooded social media with praise, calling her walk historic, game-changing, and unforgettable. And rightfully so, because Reese didn't just walk down a runway, she walked through a door that had never been opened before. The moment also represented a powerful bridge between sports culture and fashion, two industries that have increasingly overlapped, but rarely in a way that felt this authentic and meaningful. And Reese's appearance signaled a future where athleticism is seen as inherently stylish, where muscles and makeup share the same spotlight, and where confidence is the only true dress code. Watching her on that runway, you could feel the same intensity that defines her basketball game. The focus, the presence, the command of space. But this time, it was expressed through movement instead of motion, through grace instead of noise, through silence instead of shout. Every step was deliberate, every look was controlled, every moment was powerful without needing to shout. And that's what makes Reese different. She understands the power of presence, the way it can move people without saying a word. Her collaboration with Victoria's Secret wasn't about glamorizing the brand, it was about elevating the idea that women can be multi-dimensional, athletes, models, students, leaders, creators, all at once. It's not about trading sneakers for heels, it's about wearing both with equal power. Reese's journey from LSU star to WNBA standout to runway model mirrors the evolution of women's sports itself, from being underestimated to becoming undeniable, from fighting for recognition to defining cultural relevance. In every sense, her Victoria's Secret debut was more than fashion. It was history in motion, a celebration of what happens when preparation meets opportunity, when a young woman refuses to limit herself to one label, and when confidence is allowed to shine in its purest, boldest form. And as the cameras flashed, as she strutted beneath the bright lights with the world watching, Reese didn't just make headlines, she made history, reminding everyone that greatness isn't confined to the court, the catwalk, or any single stage. It's a mindset, a rhythm, a belief that you can turn any space into your arena if you bring your full self to it. In that moment, Reese became more than an athlete, more than a model. She became a symbol of this generation's limitless potential, a reminder that no matter where you start, your story can end in places no one imagined for you, as long as you have the courage to walk your path, in heels or in sneakers, with the same unshakable stride.